There we go. Good morning, everyone. I could actually say, I hope you're starting your holiday season. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I sure did. And I just want to say, I'm really excited about this. This is part two of our LinkedIn strategy to grow your business. And the we did one about, I would say, Sam, 2.5, 3 weeks ago. It was so informative. It was more of a Q&A, which was really informative because a lot of people have specific questions that we can all share. So there was so much information that was given, so much information that was needed. So we did a part two. And Samantha Williams, Digital 628 Design, we are so honored and grateful that you're here to share your expertise on LinkedIn. It is just a platform that everyone uses. Everyone should be aware of it, and it helps you grow your business, which is, sorry about that, the mantra of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. So I'm gonna, this is being recorded. It will be on Chamber TV. If you did not see the first half of it, go back. It is on our website. And I'm going to turn it over to you. Sam, do you want to do your presentation, and we'll do
Sure.
Q&A at the end, or shall I interrupt you? It's up to you.
You feel free to interrupt me. That way we can talk about it in the moment. Y'all can throw your questions in the Q&A in the chat. But I'm about to show the agenda so you can see all the things we're going to talk about. But yeah, feel free to interrupt me and then we'll just dig in. And Helena, thanks for having me back. Yes, as soon as we finished that last session like 2 weeks ago, you were like, let's book another one. So
Yeah.
let's dig in. So hello, everyone. I'm Sammy with 628 Digital Design, where I like to say we drive innovation through sustainable digital content marketing design and strategy. And so this is my bio slide that I like to share. So 628 Digital Design is where we provide inclusive content for diverse audiences. We also have a consulting arm at 628 where I provide technical assistance to help businesses source, write, and submit grants and also obtain their business certifications, minority, disadvantaged women, women-owned small business, and also do some business coaching. I also own a nonprofit, which is CMWP Foundation. And under that, we have a membership, which is the collaboration of minority women professionals. CMWP Foundation is an entrepreneurial support organization empowering Black and minority men, women, and children entrepreneurs. And I see some of our members on here. Hey, Callie. And also, we have over 200 members in our membership. I also want to shout out Scott. I saw Scott on here in my BNI network. So for boards and commissions, I sit on the board of the Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce and also B Local Connecticut, which is what this B Corp is in this certified B Corp logo on this side. On the bottom left are some of the awards and accolades my business has been awarded over the years. And on the right is that alphabet soup of certifications that I help everybody else get. So let's get it. And today we are going to talk about LinkedIn. So this is the agenda that I have here, and I have it printed out because we're not going to be in PowerPoint. If you attended the last session, you know this is not a PowerPoint presentation. We're going to be live in LinkedIn so I can show you the functionality. You can follow along on your phone, device, computer, whatever you have. So we're going to be looking at your personal and business pages, how to accept connections. We're going to start there. Your LinkedIn QR code, creating LinkedIn newsletters, giving recognition and celebrating others, receiving recommendations, giving recommendations, setting up your services marketplace. I think that's where the webinar kind of blew up last time. People were like, wait, go back, tell me more. Search features for business and career. I know a lot of entrepreneurs submitting job applications, so we're going to look at both aspects. Joining groups, creating pods, earning certifications through LinkedIn, and then the pricing for premium, because I also pay for LinkedIn Premium. So we are going to exit out of there. Helena, let me know if you can see my LinkedIn screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we are going to start here. And those of you who attended last time know I like to check items off the agenda as we go through them. And sometimes we go out of order, but we're going to get through them all. And let me make this a little larger in case it's harder for you guys to see. And so we are live in LinkedIn. I like to give a disclaimer. We are live. So if you see things pop up, I can't control what you see. It goes down in the LinkedIn DMs. So we're starting. Actually, what I want everyone to start is on either your phone or your computer. I want you to start with connections. Because what I found is I do a lot of networking, I do a lot of these webinars, and there's people that I connect with. And part of my networking routine is to connect with them on LinkedIn. And so I meet them, I get their card, I go to connect with them on LinkedIn and realize I already sent you a connection request. When you send a connection request in LinkedIn, you can't, and they don't accept it right away. It's not like Facebook. If you send a friend request and they don't accept it, you can delete the request, cancel the request, and then immediately send another request. In LinkedIn, I believe it's 45 days you have to wait before you can send them another connection request. So the way you can help people in your network, go into your network. Mine is going to be different because I connect with people. But on your phone, if you go into your network and if you go into invitations, you'll see. So I have no pending invitations because I accept the invitations that come. But I want you to go into your invitations and I want you to start accepting connections. Yes, you can look through them and see if this is somebody you really want to connect with, but it's LinkedIn, it's social media, and the whole purpose of being on social media is to expand your network outside of the people you already know. So if you see here, I have 11,000 connections. No, I do not know all these people. It's absolutely impossible. And then I get messages all the time where people say, Sammy, I see you're connected with this person. I really want to meet them. Do you know them? Can you connect me? And I'll look through the profile. If I know them and I can make a connection, I will. Otherwise, I'll say, I don't know them in real life. They only know me on social media, on LinkedIn. So, but I want you guys to start there with making sure, I would love for your LinkedIn to also say no pending invitations. We're here to be social. So I'm gonna go back out onto the personal page. Oh, and look who post popped up. Scott Gumbar is here in the audience. So this is what the personal page looks like on LinkedIn. And you can learn how to navigate and see. I feel like it's missing something on the right. I'm just going to refresh on this side. So you want to, so it refreshes with your feed. So now it has Katisha. Katisha may join also, but it's going to show the people you're following, the people and companies down the middle. These are, or ads are going to pop up here, right? On the left-hand side, it's going to give you some quick information. I have premium, so I get a little bit more information. I can see my profile views. I can see my post impressions. Here, I can see all of the LinkedIn pages that I manage. And this is the activity that's happening on each of those pages. So it gives me some snapshot view. And then it has more options down at the bottom. Some things we'll talk about a little later. For you in your personal page, you want to get familiar with pressing the me up here at the top of the page. You can do this on your phone or on the computer. So you go into me, it's going to give you options. These are the pages, again, that I manage. I want to go to my profile. When I get over to my profile, you're seeing a few things. One is a professional headshot. We don't want to do selfies on LinkedIn. And we want to keep the picture here as professional as possible. Then you have a branded cover picture, your banner. And here you want to have keywords that people can look at this, or logos that you want people to understand, right? So I have my marketing agency, we're certified B Corp, and then I have my nonprofit logo. I have some keywords here, and then just some images, a picture, some tea or coffee, and some glasses. One thing on the right here, you can change your profile language. So you may be multilingual. So you may say, I want my profile to be in Polish or Spanish or Mandarin or some other language. You have that option to do that here. This is another one I really want people to pay attention to, is your public profile. So you can edit your LinkedIn URL for your personal page and for your business page. For me, I want everything to be all things 628 digital design. If I was a job seeker, it would be my name, right? So N/Sammy Williams, Samantha Williams, Sammy M. Williams, something like that. But you want to personalize this so that when you're sharing your LinkedIn profile, it doesn't just have the random letters and numbers. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Then you get into your headline here. Your headline are also going to be keywords that people are searching. So social media is a search engine. So you want to make sure when people are searching certain keywords that your LinkedIn is pulling up. When people search for 628 digital design or Samantha Williams, my LinkedIn profile pops up at the top of the Google search engine. So you want to make sure that you have that edited. All of this is editable. So when you press that little pencil, so I'll go back to it, the little pencil at the top here, this gold N is seen on my profile. That lets people know I'm paying for LinkedIn Premium. If I press that gold pencil, I can go in here and I can edit all of those features. This is where they have the pronouns. These are your headlines. You can use AI to rewrite. I don't do that. You can choose which positions are showing on your profile. So I want to change this one to 628 digital design. And when I go back to the page, you'll see it changed from my nonprofit to the marketing agency. Here, I want to have Wharton up there, but I could use any of my education and see which ones I want to highlight. And then when I'm done, I'm just going to hit save. And it will update that part of, so it's asking me if I want to connect with people. So now it'll update this part of your profile. Here you can say if you're open to different things, finding volunteer opportunities, hiring. Here you can add different profile sections. A lot of these I already have, but if you want to look and see the different options you can add to your profile, because I say this is like your resume, right? Or your website. This is your opportunity to brag about yourself and to share your experiences. So if you happen to have awards and honors and patents and publications, there are LinkedIn fields for that. And you can go in and you can add all of your projects, courses, licenses. Here's the core information. So at the core, LinkedIn is going to ask you to add this information, and then you can remove it if it's not applicable. Here is some analytics that LinkedIn is showing about, and this is quick. If I go into it, I'm going to get more analytics, but just looking at my profile, I can see where my personal page, how my personal page is performing. Any questions so far as we're going through the profile? So here is the about section. There's a character limit. I want to say it's like 800. No, it's about 800 characters or so. So here you want to make it personable. You want to share some case studies. I have some testimonials. So I have one from Dr. Vance Harper. I have another one from Scott, who has joined us today. And then I have my contact information, because you want to make that easy for people. They're reading this and now they want to talk to me. So here's how you find me, right? Here are your services. Your services are being pulled from your services marketplace, where you can list 10 different services. So that's what you see here in your services section. This is how you can go in and you can edit your services. You can set your prices. You can say, contact me. You can add media. All different tools you can use in services. Here is your featured section. So the featured section is really cool because you can either use content that you've already previously posted to LinkedIn, or you can click this plus button and you can upload new content. So add content to your profile, add media, add a link, add an article, a newsletter. And then once you have your content there, you can click that little pencil again, and you can go in and toggle to what you want to have featured. So I pick and choose, right? It's my profile. I can say what I want. So my first one I have is that 628 is accepting new clients, because of course we are. And then, but we're accepting new clients, but here's our capability statement. So you can see all the things that we do and how we can serve you. I have one that focuses on B Corp. This is a Comcast Rise commercial a grant that I won. So I have that here. And then I just go on and on with the different things that I want to have featured on the profile. If I wanted to move something around, I would click that arrow, was the up and down. And then by pulling these like accordion button, you can reorder how you want things to appear on your featured section. So I pull that here, but now I want to put it back. So Because last time I was here with you guys, I didn't put things back the right way. So which one is here? We're accepting new clients, then the capability statement, and then the B Corp. Okay, and then once you exit out of here, it will save it automatically. And then that's how you are now taking your content or uploading new content, and you're letting people know this is what I'm highlighting. I'm featuring this content for a reason. Further down, this is your activity. There's nothing really you can edit or change about your activity. You can search and view from comments, videos, and images, but there's nothing really you can change there. With your experience, it's the same as the feature, the way that I toggled. So first, you're going to add your experience. When you're adding a company, the logo should pop up. So here you see my logo for my nonprofit for 628 for the Harvard Business Review, my role at BNI. That's because when I'm adding a new position, I'm searching for the name of the organization. So if I type in BNI, it should pop up. If the company name, if the logo and all that's not popping up, either they're not on LinkedIn or you're not typing it in correctly. But you want to make sure you have as many logos that populate there as possible. So this is just like your resume. You're just going to go through, you're going to add all your information. You want to be careful though, because when you're updating parts of your profile, they'll like sometimes automatically prompt you to share it with your audience. And you may just be making changes and doing some house cleaning that you don't want everybody to know about. But if you don't unclick a little box, everybody in your network is going to get, and for me, that's 11,000 people, are going to get a notification that, oh, Sammy got a new position. Sammy did this. There's a new certification or something. So unless you want to share it, just make sure that's unclicked. If you have content here that you do want to share, then you can go back into it and reshare it. And I'll show you in a little bit how you can do that. So here are the different sections of the profile. So now we're down to education, your licenses, and this is what I put in from all those different profile sections that I said I wanted to make sure I added. Here we have the recommendations. Recommendations, I think, is extremely helpful for you when you're building your business and growing your business. You can only request references or recommendations from people you're connected with on LinkedIn already. So, and that's one way of LinkedIn validating the referral source, right? So Tara is a client of mine. I worked for Tara. We did whatever services we were doing for her. And then I went into LinkedIn. I went over here. I went to ask for a recommendation. So then I type in her name. Matter of fact, she gave me a reference already, so I don't know if LinkedIn will let me do it. But this is how you can't just say, here's a link, please give me a recommendation. They have to be connected to you. And then LinkedIn will ask you some questions. What was your relationship? In what capacity did you and Tara work together? So you would select the correct one. And then I like to be specific down here. Oh, that's for your role. So this would be my role at 628. Tara, would you write me a recommendation on, we did several things. So maybe this is a recommendation on the business coaching I provided for her. Or maybe it was on social media or YouTube management we did. So I would make this as specific as possible so that when she gets it, she knows exactly what I'm looking for. She will then receive that request. And then you have an option to review it and ask her to tweak it, which I don't think I've ever done. But once she submits the recommendation, you can say, oh, Tara, that's great, but can you just add this too? And then she can make those edits and then it'll go live on your page once you accept it. And then if you click
Hold on for 1 second. Someone just texted me. Can you go, they just joined. So you click on their name, you're in your profile, correct?
yes.
And then where do you find the recommendations?
So recommendations is a section on your profile. So this is my profile may have more sections than others.
Yeah.
But these are the sections. So analytics, about, services, featured, activity, and I'm looking here. So experience, education, licenses.
Scroll all the way down to it's alphabetical, it looks like. No? Yeah.
Maybe. I've never noticed that, Helena. Oh, maybe not.
No, the interest. Okay.
So
Okay, so
yes,
you scroll
so
all the way down. Recommendations is all the way down there.
it's going to
So
be all the way down at the bottom, and you're going to see
perfect.
the recommendations you've received first, and then the second tab is the recommendations you've given. So if
Correct.
you would like to receive a recommendation, you would go here to the plus sign and ask for a recommendation. And you have to be already connected with that person on LinkedIn. It can't be pending. You have to already be connected. Then you can go in and type their name. So, Scott, I'm going to send you, if you're still here, I'm going to send you a connection request, right? So I type
Samantha,
it
how
in.
many would you do? Do you do it to everyone, or what is your recommendation? Like
I do it to everyone.
you do. Okay, everyone hear that? Ask for a recommendation from everyone.
So I'm doing, we manage Scott's newsletter. So I'm going to ask Scott for a recommendation, and he better say yes. Thank you, Scott. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. And so he will get a request saying Samantha is asking for a recommendation for email newsletter marketing. And then hopefully he will write one, and then I'll get a notification saying Scott has recommended you. Or with LinkedIn, it's probably like good news, you received the recommendation. And then I can go in and review it and then say, Scott, don't forget to add this, or I can just approve it and it'll be shown on my profile. And here it shows the number of recommendations received. So 2 weeks ago, I think, I was tagged in the post for a woman looking for marketing on Facebook. And I replied to it with a brief lead and said, this is who I am. This is my company. This is how I can help you. And here's my link to schedule an appointment, but also check out my recommendations on LinkedIn. And she did. And then she messaged me less than an hour later and said, I am so impressed with your recommendations that you have on LinkedIn, right? These are real people. It's different from Google, right? Anything can happen with your Google reviews. Yes, you have to have a Google account, but who can't just set up a new Google account? These are actual people on LinkedIn who are submitting recommendations that can be validated. So down here are just additional sections that I have: publications, organizations, different interests, and causes. Any questions on the personal? One other thing I want to show you on personal. So let me go back to the feed. So on the personal page or your business page, you can publish a newsletter. I recommend doing it on your business page unless you have a personal brand or something. And so what happens is you go to either create a post or create an article, write an article, and you'll see it's drag and drop, right? So you see the toolbar up here for the different ways you can edit. You can upload your profile picture here. You're just going to say, this is my article, my blog. Usually this is me repurposing content. So the content, the blog or article is already written. I'll go and copy and paste it here. I'll paste it into here. And then what I can do is say manage. Oh, I can now create a newsletter. So if I say I want to create a newsletter, you can create these up to 5 newsletters per member, and that's also on your business page. So you can have 5 on your personal page, 5 on your business page. That's a lot to manage, so think about that. But you can have a newsletter based on industry or topic or theme, or like my nonprofit, we have the full nonprofit that serves Black minority men, women, and children. But then we have our membership that has Black women members in there, right? So I could have newsletters for all these. For my marketing business, I may have one focused on digital marketing, one on print media, one on public relations, all different types of things. But you want to think about the managing of these. So you would give your newsletter a title, select how often you want to publish. No one really holds you to this. You want to describe it, come up with an image for your newsletter. And then once you publish it, people can subscribe to your newsletter. So when you're thinking about publishing content on LinkedIn, it doesn't have to just be a post. You can go a little bit further. You can really start to create and establish your industry authority in your field and in your topic because you're publishing content, relevant content. However, if you just want to get started, one of the easier ways to get started is reposting content. So Katisha's here. Katisha's a former client. She's a CMWP member. You know, Katisha, well, she may be on a call. I can't see the participants yet. But you have options when it comes to reposting. So this is Katisha's post. And she likes this. So the virtual buddy systems, who I'm not following, is Katisha's business. So her company posted this, and then she liked the post as she should. So what I can do is I can like it, and I can add any of these that I want to include here. And then you see this logo, this cover picture is my picture. So I know I'm now celebrating this post from my personal page. I can then switch to my business page, and now I can heart it. Right? And so those are two different post interactions that she just got from me on this post. And then I go switch back here. And so say now I like it, so I want to repost it. So down on the corner, it says view repost successful. So that means it's going to, when you see this on my feed, it's going to say Samantha Williams reposted this. And it's going to look just like this. If I feel like I want to add more to it, I can repost with thoughts. I'm not going to do this now, but I could say, hey, this was an insightful post. Thanks for sharing. Add some emojis. On LinkedIn and all other platforms, think about this when you're supporting others, when you comment 4 or more words and use at least one emoji, it helps that page, that post in its algorithms, because it's telling the platform, oh, the user really liked this content. They said more than 2 words. They put more than just an emoji on an icon. They have 4 words, and they put an emoji. That means they're taking their time to engage with the content. And Scott is messaging me live in the class, Scott. And so then you can send it, right? So if you send it, then I would say, yeah, I can type in a name, but Scott's bothering me. So we're going to use Scott, and we're going to send that over to Scott. Now he gets Katisha's post. You're welcome. And let me check, make sure I didn't skip anything. Oh, I wasn't crossing anything off. Okay, any questions while I cross off items? The QR code. So the QR code is what you're going to be using.
The chat is available, is working now. Before it was stuck. But if you have any questions, I put it in about 5 or 10 minutes ago. It's working now, so.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I can scroll and see who else is in here that I know. All right, so now we're going to go.
I just want to make sure, because I don't see anyone putting in any questions. Someone just type in test, because it says for everyone, but everyone can do it. I know I've been. Okay, got it. Thanks, Scott. Okay, it's working.
So I want to go to your phone and your QR code. So everybody has a personal QR code, and this QR code, you can screenshot it. You can screenshot it, add it to your capability statement, to your marketing materials, keep it in your phone. But it's just an easy way for people to, when you're networking, hey, let me connect with you. Some people have virtual business cards now, and you can include that there. But if you're on your phone and you're on your main profile, where it says I'm looking for, if you type into there, it has the bubbles of people that you're connected with. Next to that is the square QR code on the far right. If you click that QR code, it's going to pop up with your own personal QR code. And again, you can screenshot this. You can add it to your website, marketing materials. Through this post right here, it says share my code, so you can share it with photos, share the code only. You can save it to your photos. And then next to it is an option to scan. So if someone is showing you their QR code, you can just go to the next screen over and hit scan. You can scan their QR code and connect with them directly through LinkedIn without fumbling with searching names and all of that. Helena, what's up? We got something else?
Yeah, someone has a good question. Can you ask for recommendations if you don't have premium?
Yes.
Good to know. There you go, John.
That is open to everybody. We did recommendations. So I'm going to go over to the page, the business page. So when you get here, it's going to give you some prompts. This question came up a lot during the last session. So right here is telling me to enhance my page with premium. So you can pay for LinkedIn Premium for your personal page and LinkedIn Premium for your business page. I'm only paying for LinkedIn Premium for my personal page. John, you may need to add the section. So let me go back. If you go to me, if you go to my profile, and at the top here, it says add profile section here. So these are the core profile sections are the ones that are automatically added to your profile. So when you set up your LinkedIn profile, these are automatically going to be there. And then you can remove things that aren't applicable. Next is the recommended. Under recommended, so you have core, recommended, and additional sections. Under recommended, you have add recommendations. So then if you click that, it should populate to your profile, and then you can start adding people. And then under additional, these are all the bells and whistles, honors and awards, patents. Put your patents up there, test scores, languages, causes, all of that. I hope that answered that. All right, I'm going to toggle back to the business page. So yes, I'm not paying for LinkedIn Premium for my business because I'm still trying to make sure I'm optimizing and maximizing what I'm doing on my personal profile before I start paying for a whole another subscription service. Here is saying follow other pages. So if you click here, it'll give you a list of other pages that you can follow. So Realist Lab. And then you can search pages too. I saw something in the chat. Yes. Helena, do you want to talk about the recording?
I'm in my office, so I always mute. Yes, it does say this is being recorded. It will be on Chamber TV.
Okay, so that is on the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce
Chamber.nyc. I'll put it in again.
Yes. So again, on your business page, when you get here, it's going to immediately give you your dashboard, which gives you your analytics. So you can look at this quickly and see how is your page performing in the last 7 days. And then if I'm hiring, I can go in through here. These are my recent page posts. So again, this is nothing I can edit. I mean, I can edit the post itself, but how I view it here, this is the content that my business has been posting on LinkedIn in the past 2 weeks, it says. Join conversations. So this is saying, hey, because you follow these pages, you may want to comment on some of it's me and Simon Sinek. So you may want to comment on some. And then it has, you can see all your page posts, you can see your feed. And then on down the left here is how you're going to manage your page. So I can look at how my page looks to the normal viewer. So I've been editing my page. I put some things on. I want to see what you all see when you come to my page. So this is how it's going to show for you. And then I can scroll to the top and go back to view as admin. Again, on the left is your toolbar that you're going to be using. So these are your page posts, and it's going to show like a feed. And we just saw that on the other view, but it's the same thing. Here you can look at your analytics. You can change your time frame. You can really understand what's working, what's not working. Here it shows you organic versus sponsored. Sponsored are ads. So I don't have any LinkedIn ads because LinkedIn ads are extremely expensive. But here you can see how your content's performing. It tells you your audience, well, what type of post was it, your audience, the number of impressions, the views, the clicks, the click-through rates, and it's clicking, oh, your reactions. Again, this is your feed of the pages that you're following. You have your inbox, which are people DMing you all up in your DMs. And then if you want to edit your page, you can go here. This is what's going to allow you to edit certain parts of your page. So you just go through all, and I say this on all platforms, go into your settings, go into your profiles, click the buttons, make sure you are optimizing and maximizing what they provide for you, all the features that are there, especially on Facebook, because that's a platform where things change all of the time. Editing, or we were just in editing. There's one, oh, settings. So when you go down to settings, if you need if you have multiple people managing your page, so for me, we manage, you can see on the other page, we manage multiple pages. Here is where you can give permissions to the people who's managing your page. Um, Most likely you're going to have to make them a super admin. And people, so these are the different roles. You have the super admin, the content admin, and the analyst. So for me, when we get started managing a client's social media profile, I say we need your access. So one, if somebody's going to manage your profile, they need to be following the page first. You have to be connected to them first. So first you make that connection, then you request access, so you can add an admin up here. So in order to add an admin, like the recommendations, you have to be able to search for them. So usually my clients go in to add an admin and they add me as a content admin because that seems right. We're managing their social media content. However, a lot of times people in my field, the agencies, we use systems that automatically schedule content. Those systems need to be in LinkedIn as a super admin. So we're not taking control of your page. You can have it all. We just want to be able to connect our systems. So keep that in mind. And then you have the analyst, who is somebody who's going to be going in and looking just at your analytics. For what we do, we include the analytics. So the super admin is going to have access to do that too. I'm going to go to newsletters just so you can see. So on my business side, on my personal page, I do not have newsletters set up right now. On my business page, I do. I have the 628 Digital Digest. I have a 1,070 followers and for the business page, and 246 people subscribe to this particular newsletter. And remember, you can have 5 different newsletters. So it says I have 6 editions of this newsletter. That means I've published 6 different newsletters under this, or articles under this newsletter. And if I wanted to create a new edition, it takes me right back to that same place I was showing you before on the personal side, but now I'm on the business page. And so it's the same thing. I can go over here, I can click on newsletter, but you see now that I'm on my business page, it has a drop-down menu because I have something to choose from. So do I want to publish this to the 628 Digital Digest newsletter, or do I want to create a brand new newsletter and name it something else? So I'm going to go back and I see something in the chat. What is your recommendation for number of organizations followed? Limit the number. No limit, Annette. We're not doing limitations, but you want to be mindful of who you're following. And so some people may choose to keep religion and politics out of LinkedIn, out of business, right? So then if that's you wouldn't want to follow pages that will indicate your affiliation either way. But that's all up to you. My perception of it is I'm gonna follow all of the pages that mean something to me, that is of importance to me. And if someone else doesn't want to do business with me because they see a particular affiliation, then that's fine. That's on them. Do I really want them as a client if they don't appreciate what I'm, what's of interest to me? So that's the only thing. There's no limit. You can follow as many organizations as you want. Callie says, are creating newsletters a free feature in LinkedIn? Yes, you can. I am specifically speaking about my business profile. Yes. So Callie, this is my business profile page that we're under right now. We're under, let me go back. We are under the 628 Digital Design business page right now. This right here where it says enhance your page is asking me to pay for LinkedIn Premium for my business. I'm not paying for LinkedIn Premium for my business. So, and even as a free business page on LinkedIn, I'm able to go over to newsletters. I'm able to create new newsletters, and I can have up to 5 of them for free. And remember, you can use these to target different audiences, different industries, different themes, things that are important to you. My recommendation, if it's something more personal in nature versus business, but you really like it, like a hobby kind of thing, maybe you want to put that on create a newsletter on your personal page So if I go crazy over lipstick and I can't wait to share my favorite lipsticks with everyone, which everyone knows this is not like me at all. But if I wanted to share my favorite lipsticks, I'm going to create a lipstick newsletter on my personal page. On my business page, I'm going to have it about marketing or B Corp, sustainability, something in that business realm and not the personal side of it.
She
Um,
also, Callie also wrote, I pay for premium for my personal profile. Does that do not anything for business?
it does not do anything for your business. I'm
Yep.
sorry. LinkedIn, like all of us, LinkedIn is a business and it's about its coins. And if it can charge you LinkedIn premium for business and LinkedIn premium for personal, which is doing, it's going to do that because it's differentiating it between, oh, these are perks for your personal profile. These are perks for your business profile. And if you want more for your business profile, that's fine. Just pay us.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're gonna go over to services marketplace. So services marketplace, I went back to my personal page, but you can get to it from your business page. You're gonna click at the top for business. There's a lot of different things here. We'll talk about groups in a little bit. We're gonna talk about learning. Right now, we're gonna talk about services marketplace. So again, at your top ribbon here, your navigation bar, you're going to click on for business. You're going to click on services marketplace. So it says take your project from to do to done, search for services on LinkedIn. So if I'm a general consumer and I need an accountant, I'm going to type in accountant. It tells me I can choose accounting. And then I can get proposals from accountants, right? I can look for, there's over 1 million accountants who are registered in the services marketplace. So if you notice the tabs at the top of the screen, Scott is also my IT guy and he loves my tabs. We will not talk about the 50 tabs I have open in the other screen.
Do
Here,
you
you
have
can
to
see
be, how do you get listed under the accounting? If you're an accountant, does it automatically draw your name into there or you have to pay to be listed there?
it's free and it doesn't draw your name automatically.
So you have to read. So if I am an accountant and want to be in this marketplace, how does one do that?
So if you're an Oh, I went out. So if you're an accountant and you want to be in here, you're going to go to the main navigation bar. You're going to click
Yep.
on for business. You're going to click on services marketplace. And you're going to scroll down to where it says, are you a provider?
There you go, people.
And then get started. This is where you list your services. So on my business page where it had those 10 services, these are the 10 services we already saw when I clicked on services. This is pulling from the services marketplace. So there are some additional features in here because I have on the person. So this is matter of fact, sorry, we pulled this up on my personal page. Because I have LinkedIn Premium on the personal page, there are some additional things I can have in here. Like I can get more leads because I have a premium account. I can add media. I can do different things, right? But overall, Services Marketplace is open to anybody with the free LinkedIn account. You can only list up to 10 services. So if you're an accountant, but you also do blog writing, you can add that also, right?
Can
You're an
they do
account
this from their phone?
that I don't know because I don't do this from my phone.
Okay, Shanice, you'll have to double check that.
Yes, I do. I sit at the computer because sometimes these websites can be finicky. So I want to make sure I'm saving things. I want to make sure things are formatted in the correct way. Like when I'm doing my summary on my personal page, I may want to, like how I have the contact information set up at the bottom. I want to structure that a certain way. So I'll go on my computer and make sure I'm doing it. But I'm sure you could do a lot of this from your phone. Here you can put a description about your business and the services. They give you 500 characters. You can put in pricing, and we saw this when I looked at the services on the profile. So you would set up your services profile, and again, see the multiple tabs that are opening. Now I'm in my services profile. This is separate from my business page, and this is separate from my personal LinkedIn page. This is my services profile. And so I can add more things to it. I can request reviews, which are different from the recommendations, because I have recommendations on my personal profile. And then so this, I don't know, this may be a premium feature, but I have 20 credits available that I can invite people to review my work as a freelancer. That's basically what this is set up for. If I click on request here, I can see the live requests that are coming in based on the services that I have listed there. And usually it's resume writing that I get a lot of. So here's one for graphic design, but you can scroll through and say, how long ago did they submit a request? What is it they're looking for? So one that would pique my interest would be like marketing consulting. And they don't give a lot of information. All they say is branding, it's an individual project, ongoing work, and they want it done in the next month. But they're not giving a lot of information. Jim wants writing. Jim wants somebody to ghostwrite a book for him, 50 pages or more. It's a one-time need and doesn't give an end date of when he wants it completed by. So if I wanted to respond to this proposal, I can submit a proposal. What I do, I have these pre-written in my notes app on my phone by service type. So I have like a graphic design, website, social media, and it has a blurb in there with the link to my Calendly at the end. And it just gives very brief, this is who I am, this is my experience, this is how I can help you. Make sure you schedule an appointment. I include a phone consultation. So because I'm copying and pasting from my notes app, I can go back and reply to, like if I say I'm going to do all resume writing, I can reply to all of these resume writing RFPs in a matter of minutes, right? Because I'm only just copying and pasting. I saw something in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, someone said, how do you add a request again?
What do you mean request again?
Callie, are you referring to the marketplace or request for a reference?
And there was one other question.
Hold on.
Shanice, I do not charge.
Shanice, Samantha will reach out to you afterwards.
Oh, I thought she was asking when I do my proposal if I charge for a consultation. I don't charge for a consultation here. Ideally, I do have a 15-minute consultation that does cost 15 minutes, and then I have other consultations that may be free or may cost more. So when I'm doing this proposal, that phone call conversation, because I think that button at the bottom said include a phone consultation. I don't charge for that. That's
How do you get others to make services request? I don't know. I'm not.
Wait,
you understand?
how do you get others to make you can't. You can't get people to make services requests. So this is open to the entire world. And so people anywhere in the world can go to the services marketplace, or they can go to their profile and request services. And they can go in here and they can type in graphic design, right? So they have graphic design, web design. I want a graphic designer. So now this is anybody in the world who's looking for services. They come here and they say, I want to get proposals from other graphic designers. So they can browse. These are featured graphic designers. And you can browse by location, and there's 1 million, it's over 1 million people in here listed in the services marketplace as a graphic designer. So you can look at their profile. You can go to this one in particular and say, I want to request a proposal from you. And see, it keeps opening up more and more tabs because you're going to a different side of LinkedIn when you do that. So you can say, this is what I want to request from you. So these are the services Bob has put into his profile already. And then they're going to go through and say, this is what I'm looking for. And then they're going to select what's appropriate for their project. And they're going to keep on going. And then Bob will get a notification in his notifications up here that will say you have a service request. Let me see if I have one here. So here it says 8 new client project requests available for you. And I can click view requests. And so this takes me back to that list we were looking at. So this is the service page. These are the requests. And so LinkedIn told me I have 8 new requests. I don't know what those are until I get here. Sometimes it'll say you have a new resume writing request, but I can get here and I can scroll and say, okay, these are the people who are looking for services. And then if I choose Elia needs a logo. So as a provider, I can go and look at what they're requesting and see whether this is something I want to submit a proposal to or not. Or I can say, no, thanks. I can submit a proposal.
So Samantha, I think so go like real quick back on how to activate that you can put your name into these requests.
Yes. Okay.
Because I think that's what two people
So when you
are.
receive a proposal request, these people have made the request directly to you. No. So they can go in and submit a general request and say, I want a graphic designer. This is my scope of work. And then LinkedIn may share it with you or may not. What happens is once that person receives 5 proposals, so I'm looking for a graphic designer. I put my request out in the world. I get 5 proposals. LinkedIn cuts it off. So if it's 30 minutes later and I'm just now getting back, it's not going to be available for me anymore. Because
How about let's go back that they want to be listed in that marketplace.
So if you want to be listed, you're going to click on For Business at the top. You're going to
Here
click
you
on
go, everyone.
Services
this.
Marketplace.
So funny, people are texting me instead of putting it in the chat.
I think I have too many tabs open again. All right. So when you click on Services Marketplace, it's going to open up the new, if you see the URL here, is linkedin.com/services. Now you're on the services side of LinkedIn. When you scroll down, it says, are you a provider? Get started. That's where you list the services that you want. And you get 10 of those to list. I feel like I missed one. So you can get this from the LinkedIn Marketplace. Callie, yes, this is all in the LinkedIn Marketplace. And we have like 6 minutes. So questions, because we still got a few things to go through.
I think wait, you can list them only if you have you can list them only if you have premium, correct? You can list I'm confused. I don't know if list who.
Okay, you can list them only if you have premium, correct? No. Services Marketplace is open to everybody. You do not need a LinkedIn premium account to list your services on Services Marketplace. With a premium account, you can get extra features. You can get more leads sent your way. You can get premium leads sent your way. But you can absolutely set this up for free. Okay, you are welcome. And if you're looking for people, how do you do that? Never mind, I see that you can. Okay, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna jump back over here. I never knew about this side of LinkedIn. I told y'all when I did this last time, this is like when the webinar blew up. People were like, no, go back. I got lots of questions.
See that question. I'm not getting that's weird.
So it's in the Q&A, Helena, for me, it's on the top right.
Okay, got it. I'm scrolling. It's popping up now. Mine must be delayed. There must be stuff going on in our building. Okay, good. Just want to make sure I'm getting everything too.
Helena, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting to the end and my screens are starting to freeze. Remember last time? Lord.
Yeah, you know what? I think something's going on with LinkedIn because I'm getting delayed on getting the seeing the questions. So we have 4 minutes. We're still good. I see you moving.
I'm trying to get back.
Oh, your computer.
I know. Oh,
Wow,
see?
you have a lot. You do have a lot of tabs open.
Did you see that?
I'm like,
You're not
yeah.
supposed to see my tabs.
I'm looking. Okay. Any other questions while she's doing this?
Yes, I'm gonna close my other browser, see if that helps. Let me stop sharing. So yes, put your questions. We're gonna try to get to groups before we log off.
You can still share. It's multiple.
What'd you say, Helena?
The share is still on.
Oh, it is, because it's not on mine.
Yeah, multiple participants can share. Let me do one. Let me go back and I'll activate multiple. It says multiple.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm on multiple.
Okay, all right, we're back. Hold on.
Okay.
We're kind of back. I told you I was in the moment, real world. Let's see here.
Oh, there we go. I see it starting.
Okay, so I wanted to get to groups. Groups you can get to by searching in your search bar up here or on the bottom on your left hand navigation bar here. Oh, it's like Zoom won't give me one good hour.
Mhm.
All right, let's see if we can get into groups. Helena, I see something in the Q&A. Is there something there?
Let me do, no, I never knew about this slide of LinkedIn. I'm good unless you're reading something I'm not getting.
No, it might just be showing me this.
We're up to date on that.
Nope, it keeps timing out. We may not get the groups. Any other questions, y'all, before we drop though?
We could do that on the we'll get you back. Once you come into the chamber, we're not letting you go.
No, Helena's good about that. I don't know. It keeps pausing. But you know what? Let me switch to my PowerPoint and see if we can look at the pricing because last time people had a lot of questions about pricing. Oh, Helena, we didn't do can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
We didn't do LinkedIn Learning. So next time we'll have to start with LinkedIn Learning and groups. So there
Yep.
are many different ways LinkedIn tries to get your money. And so these are some of the subscriptions and memberships you can have. So LinkedIn Premium is $60 a month. Business people use a lot of Sales Navigator, that's 99. You can do Navigator Advanced, that's 149. For those of you recruiting, you have Recruiter Lite for 170. Or if you have a lot more money in your budget, you could do $900 a month. And then you have LinkedIn Learning for $40 a month. We didn't get to LinkedIn Learning, but there's a lot you can do on LinkedIn Learning. LinkedIn Learning is included in your premium business or your premium because I have premium personal. And so I'm paying $60 a month for premium, and that includes LinkedIn Learning. Through LinkedIn Learning, you can get certifications, you can get training, you can have your staff do training. There's a whole lot you can do in LinkedIn Learning. So it's more than just paying $60 for the membership to say I have premium on LinkedIn. And then you also think about it when you get over to, I'll stop sharing. When you get over to the services marketplace, so you're paying $60 a month for premium, but then you get the services marketplace and you are now making sales through LinkedIn. It kind of pays for itself. If your sale, even if your sale is $100, but you pay $60 a month for it, it will pay for its own membership.
I didn't know they
Yvette
had a
said, I'm so
$900
overwhelmed.
membership.
Yvette, come to our next webinar. Helena, she says she would love to know more how to navigate LinkedIn Learning. Come to our next webinar. We'll start with LinkedIn Learning.
Where are you seeing this? Because is it directly to you? It might be directly to you.
No, well, that one says to everyone. That one's in the chat.
No.
I see that one, but yes, Yvette, this is why the Greater New York Chamber keeps bringing me back because there's so much to uncover and
Yeah.
unlock. Now it's a ChatGPT word, but there's so much to learn about in LinkedIn, more than just reposting and sharing. You have your newsletters, you have your services marketplace, groups you can join. We didn't get to pods, right? Me and Scott are in a pod. It's underutilized right now. but there's pods that you can do. There's so many different strategies and features that you can take advantage of and to just grow your business. Because I have a client, I know we're over time, but I wouldn't share. We have a client that we just started managing her social media. We put one post on LinkedIn last week and her analytics went insane. And why? Just because she's letting people know I'm here, I'm posting, I'm an industry expert. Look at this content that I have. Just by putting content out there is you're already positioning yourself as an industry expert.
What's pod?
Pods. So pods are a closed group of people who are in like a group chat with the purpose of promoting and amplifying the other people's content. So Scott and I are in one for one of our networking groups we were in. And I could go to that. I would create a post and put it on LinkedIn, either my personal or business page. And then I would share that post to my pod. 7 people in here, 12 people, 30 people. How many people you put in your pod? The whole purpose of that pod is when I put something in here, you're going to like it, commenting on it, you're going to share it. We're all here to amplify each other's posts. So imagine you're in a post in a pod with 30 people, and every time you put one of your piece of your content in that pod, 30 people are going back there resharing it. They're commenting on it, they're liking it, they're engaging with your content. So this is different from a LinkedIn group, which are usually larger and public, and LinkedIn groups have more features. This is a closed like group chat that you can use just to amplify each other's content.
And we also, at the Greater New York Chamber has a private member page because so no one, that people can communicate without being spammed. So that's
Yes.
the reason why we do that for the chamber. So you could also do that if you want, to connect
That's
with
the
your
group.
clients.
The Greater New York Chamber has a LinkedIn group, and we're gonna dig into the LinkedIn groups in the next one. And that's gonna be like January, February. But
Yeah, I gotta get with
stay
you.
tuned.
Yep.
Yes. Um, Raul, we're not really using the pod anymore. If Scott's still here, Scott, look, you got somebody who wants to be in the pod.
You could be in the
Viola,
chamber
thanks for
pod.
joining. Thank you. And we're 4 minutes over. This was great as always. Thank you, Helena. Thank you to the chamber.
You, Samantha, and thank you. A Digital 628 Design. Reach out to her. You have your slide for your contact information. Just can you post
I
that?
do. I
And
do. If
everyone,
Zoom will let me be great.
let's see. If not, up questions.
Oh, I do have this also. I am offering a LinkedIn optimization consultation for only
There you go.
$129.99.
Just
So you can,
everyone take a screenshot of that, and you can have her contact information.
yes. So it has some contingencies around it, but you can get your LinkedIn consultation. This again will be on the Chamber TV, so you'll be
Yep,
able to go back and get the slide. Contact me, and I can send
perfect.
you the link. And this is my contact information.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This will be on Chamber TV. I just need a couple hours to, for it to come through, and then I'll download it on. December 18th, we have our networking holiday party. I think we already have 60 or 70 people already RSVP'd. If you do come, bring some business cards. Very important. If you're there to network, bring business cards. It's a lot of fun. If you're not a member of the chamber, join us for 2026. We have a great program of work. And again, Samantha, thank you so much for your time, your expertise. You are amazing and you help businesses grow. If you have any questions, everyone, feel free to reach out to myself or Samantha. And enjoy your holiday season. And that's it, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Bye,
Happy
everyone.
holidays. Thanks, Elena. Bye.
Bye.